Stop chasing happiness. You can't be happy all the time. And happiness is a very fickle, it's an emotion, it's fickle. I think the key is to just get to a level where you find peace. Peace is way more desirable than happiness. People love talking about happiness all the time, but sometimes things going on in your life are not going to make you happy. And you're still gonna have to do them. Just because something isn't making you happy doesn't mean you shouldn't continue doing it. However, if something disrupts your peace, then it's gonna disrupt your performance, because you're not a robot. And if you want to be productive, then you want to be in the best frame of mind. Frame of mind is very important. Happiness is not that important. I don't believe happiness is that important. Sometimes I wake up, I'm not really the happiest. I still got to do. The frame of mind and being in a good frame of mind is what's important. What does that mean? A good frame of mind means that you're healthy physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. That doesn't necessarily involve being happy. Protect your peace at all costs. If something disrupts your peace, get rid of it immediately. Chasing happiness consistently will lead you to do loads of things that actually don't make you happy. That's the crazy thing. If you just do things that will make you happy, you will find you're very unhappy. If you don't worry about happiness, you'll find you'll be a lot more happy because you're a lot more peaceful. If I wake up, I pick up my phone and I scroll my phone for hours. If I go on Netflix and watch Netflix for 5 hours, those are things that are entertainment sources to make me happy. What you gotta understand is, initially humans did not have these things. Humans did not have unlimited sources of entertainment. The reason why people are more depressed than ever is because everything about their life is to make them happy. They're happy all the time, which makes them unhappy. It might sound like what I'm saying makes no sense, but I'm gonna explain. You're happy all the time, so you don't actually understand what it is to actually feel true joy and happiness. Because that's your normal state. Before, that wouldn't be your normal state. Before, you would have to feel boredom. The issue is people are always trying to run away from boredom these days. You shouldn't be running away from boredom. Experience the boredom. I'm not saying enjoy the boredom, but you need to experience it. You need to accept it as part of life. That there's going to be times where you just need to sit down and do nothing. There's going to be times where you're alone, or you have to be alone with your thoughts. You should not be running around trying to fill in the gaps of space. It's kind of like, to get good at speaking to people, to get good at socializing, to get good at communicating, you have to accept awkward pauses. You have to get good at accepting awkward pauses. If you can't accept awkward pauses, you'll never be good at communicating, because you're always trying to force the conversation to always be flowing. The conversation cannot always flow. Just like your life cannot always flow and be happy and be joyful. This is not Disney. There has to be times where you don't feel good, and that's okay. If you accept it, that is way better than trying to chase happiness. The most depressed people are always trying to chase happiness, and that leads them to more and more depression. The reason why chasing happiness is ineffective and super depressing is because the way that you acquire happiness fast are unhealthy and will disturb your peace. Like I said earlier, the most important thing for performance, and in my opinion just life, is your frame of mind. If you chase happiness, the things that you have to do to acquire happiness fast, because you can acquire happiness in healthy ways, it's just not fast. It's kind of like microwave food. You can put food in a microwave and you get a meal 2 minutes later, but the meal's not quality. Quality meals take long to cook. You don't just put something in the microwave and get a quality meal. That's not quality food. Quality food is going to cost you money. Food is going to be good for your health, that's going to nourish your body. It's going to cost you money, and it's going to cost you time. One of the two. You can spend a lot more money to get someone to make you quality food, but it's going to cost you something. Just like quality happiness. Who's thought about that before? Quality happiness. There's different qualities of happiness. You can get happy from doing heroin. It costs you your peace of mind, your health, and your peace. If it costs you your peace of mind, health, and peace, it's not quality happiness. But people don't think like this. People just think, I want to be happy now, I don't want to be bored. And they do whatever makes them happy and not bored. I.e., go on their phone, Netflix, be with people they don't even like. The amount of girls I know, the amount of girls that I've met in my lifetime, damn near all of them, from girls that your age to grown women in your family, whether it's your auntie, your mom, your sister, whatever, and all they do is complain about their friends all the time. All they do is complain about. The reason I say girls is because I don't know any guys like this. Like, if I don't like you, if me and you are supposed to be friends and I don't like you, I'm not gonna fuck with you again. I'm just like, why would I chill with you? Why would I chill with you when I don't like you? Like, you are disturbing my peace. It may make me feel happy sometimes to not be alone, but I don't like you. So I'm not going to stay around you and you're going to disturb my peace. But a lot of girls don't understand this. They just want to be with someone. Whoever it is, they'll stay in toxic relationship with toxic guys. They'll crazy. because they just don't want to be alone. And a lot of guys are like this as well. They don't want to be alone with their thoughts. It may not be with their friends. What we'll do instead is we'll indulge in other things that distract us from being alone. Go on Netflix, go on PlayStation. A lot of you guys are addicted to PlayStation. You're 25 and you're addicted to PlayStation. The reason why I don't play PlayStation is because I am at peace with my actual life. You guys are not at peace with your life. So you spend every waking moment of your life trying to escape your life. You're trying to escape your life and overindulge in happiness and dopamine. That's really what it is. It's dopamine. On a scientific level, you are trying to get dopamine spikes. You call it happiness, but that's basically what it is. It's really just an idea, really. What is happiness? What does it mean to be happy? It's subjective. I could go and buy a Lamborghini, and that shit would make me happy because I don't have a Lamborghini, because I don't have a lot of money. Go give a Lamborghini to someone who has 5. It won't make them happy because they already have a Lamborghini. If you go hundreds of years in the past and show them a toaster, they would be happy at a toaster because they've never seen a toaster. They've never seen something where you put bread in it and it just toasts it. They don't know what that is, or a microwave or whatever. Whenever, I don't know when they made a microwave. You get my point though. If you go in a period of time and show them something they've never seen that is so everyday to you, it will make them happy. It's subjective what makes you happy. So a lot of people aren't happy and at peace because they chase happiness all the time with these little quick fixes, and it's not even going to make them happy anymore because they've had that thing every day. Your phone doesn't make you happy. You have it every single day. You've been going on your phone and scrolling Instagram since you was 14. Why would it make you happy? Why would it make you happy? You guys watching, it's not going to make you happy. Seeing naked women, how many naked... Think about it. Let's think about it. If you guys watch, or you used to watch on the web, how many naked women do you think you've actually seen? Like, have you actually thought about this? Close your eyes. Think, how many? It's got to be in the hundreds. It has to be in the hundreds. It's not going to bring you joy. It's not going to bring you joy to see that. You've been seeing it. Challenge brings happiness. Challenge brings real happiness, like a quality happiness. Like I said, challenge brings real quality happiness and peace because it's, number one, it's something you haven't seen before or done before. That's why it's challenging. It takes time, it costs something, and then you get happy. You go to the gym. This is why I love going to the gym. I go to the gym and I push till failure, right? It's still subjective. It's still subjective because my failure is not your failure. You might be way bigger than me, way stronger than me. So if my weight, what I lift, what I bench, and the repetitions that I do makes me happy because it's in my challenge zone. It's what challenges me. It's not gonna challenge you if you've been going to the gym for 5 years. You're way bigger than me. If I call 12 kilogram dumbbells, whatever, 15 times, that might be laughable to you. It's not gonna make you happy, but it makes me happy because I struggle to do it. It's not gonna make you happy if you don't struggle. You guys have to struggle to actually find peace. Struggle equals peace. Challenge equals peace. New things equals peace. Pushing yourself to the limit equals peace. Finding new boundaries and new learning equals peace. Learning. These are not things that necessarily make you happy when you initially do it. You're not going to pick up a book. I mean, I like reading, but you get my point. You're not going to pick up a book or revise or go learn some new shit, go learn a language and find it, be so happy. Like, oh my gosh, this is so fun reading and studying Spanish. It's not fun. It's not going to be fun. But when you learn Spanish, right, it might take a year. This quality happiness, this is real joy, this is real appreciation, this is real peace with yourself. 2 years later, or 2 months later, it doesn't have to even be when you get to the end goal. It's not about the destination. When you see progress, it might be 1 week later. 1 week later, when you see some progress, that brings you joy. That brings you true joy. And not only does it bring you true joy, but you actually got something out of that. Now, you know a bit of Spanish. These are the forms of happiness you should be chasing. Chase growth, chase being better, self-improvement, and then happiness comes with it. Happiness comes with it. When I meet people my age range and I have conversations about what I'm doing with my life, they kind of just tell me like, bro, like, take a break. Like, this is what they'll say, my bad. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? What I just described to you, that's fun to me. And not just to me, I think it's genuinely fun to most people. That's genuinely fun to most people. They just don't understand because they're chasing short forms of happiness. So they don't know how happy they would, and how much fun they would actually find in actually trying new things, failing, and then getting better at it eventually. That's way more fun than going to the club. What is fun about the club? How is that fun? People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at them like they're crazy. How is drinking fun to you? You tried it. You did it. You did it 50,000 times. What is fun? You did it. Great. You guys only find it fun because you get to escape your reality for a little bit of time. You guys are so unhappy that the happiest thing you can do is to escape your life. That is the most happy you can be. To not be in your realm of, to not be in reality. That's the most happy you can be. To feel out of body, to not feel present, because that makes you unhappy. Being present makes you unhappy because your present situation is depressing. If you just change the present situation, then you'd be happy all the time. You would feel at peace. Peace is way more important. If you disturb my peace, I will cut you off. Even if you make me happy at times, because you're disturbing my peace. Peace is way more important. It has way more longevity. It's way harder to obtain, especially in such a chaotic world where everything's so fast, everything's coming at you, everything's loud, it's bare noise in the background. To actually be at peace, to just inhale, that felt good already. That just peace. People are, why are you so laid back? I'm at peace. I'm actually at peace. I'm just chilling. I use that sentence all the time. I'm chilling because I'm at peace. I'm not chasing, trying to be loud, trying to be, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm just trying to chill and be at peace. Once you obtain peace, it is the best thing. And I'm not peaceful all the time. When you can find peace at times, it's enjoyable, trust me. If I had to give some tips of how you actually obtain this peace, so you need to meditate, that's number one. Meditation has completely changed my life, and I started meditating 5 years ago now, when I was 16. And I remember when I first started meditating, when I was 16, and I remember that exact summer when I started doing it. And I remember getting this feeling that was completely different. I'd never felt like that before. Like, I played PlayStation, I done this, I done that, and this was better than all of it. It couldn't even be described. It wasn't even in the same realm. That's why I stopped playing PlayStation. Because I realized the shit isn't even that fun compared to this. This right here is different. And it's not even just meditating, but in general, becoming better as a man, as a person, is just way more entertaining than any vice I can think of. I can't think of a vice that's more entertaining. It's more entertaining than drugs. I ain't tried drugs, but it's more entertaining than drinking. It's more entertaining than smoking. It's more entertaining than girls. It's more entertaining than sex. It is the most entertaining thing you could do. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. And what I'm saying isn't rocket science, but some people just don't get it. They just don't get it. If you play PlayStation, you play FIFA, yeah, and it gets easy. It gets easy. When something's easy, you just dash it away. It's not fun anymore. It's not you don't appreciate it anymore. Because it's easy. There's nothing new to learn. But maybe that's just how I am. I can't speak for everyone. Some people are just made to just go with what's easy. You can tell these people from day one. You could tell them from back in school. Everything they did was just to be easy. They just went with the flow, whatever. Like, the teacher told, whatever the teacher said, they just went with. It's easier. Like, even when they knew it was bullshit, they just did it because it was easy. Like, whenever confrontation came their way, avoid it. Why? It's easy. It's easy. That's long. Whatever. That's how they was from a child, that they would just do whatever's easy. Ask them, what do you want to do for life? They'll just give you the most basic NPC answer. Why? Because it's easy. It's easy. You tell them about what you want to do, they'll tell you, bro, that's too hard, man. Because they can't fathom that you actually like challenge. You actually like the thought of not being able to do something easily, for it to actually be hard, so that it's actually worth something. They just go with whatever's easy. When they was picking their GCSEs, they just said, what would be easy? PE. They did PE. That's how they are. They are intrinsically lazy. They just work. They just do whatever they need to do to get by. They wait for Friday and Saturday so that they can escape their easy life. That is it. That's all they do. That is the most depressing thing ever. That's more depressing than working. That's more depressing than not having sex for 2 years. That's more depressing than being celibate. That's more depressing than not drinking. That's more depressing than avoiding not watching TV. That's more depressing than any of it. That is the most depressing thing you could do. To just do what's easy every single day. Never be challenged. Just go through the motions every single day. That is depressing. That's sadness. Don't think you not having fun every day and being happy every day is depressing. That's necessary to be happy eventually. And like I said, happiness and any emotion is fickle anyway. You can't be happy all the time. Even if you do what I'm saying, you're not gonna be happy all the time. In fact, I'd argue you're probably gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy that often, but you will be at peace with yourself because you know at least I'm doing what I need to do. That's it. That's what brings me peace, knowing what I need to do. I'm out of peace when I know I'm not doing what I need to do, or I didn't go as hard as I needed to go. If I just said, you know what, tomorrow I'm just gonna watch Netflix all day. Like, let me just binge watch my series, right? When I'm watching the series, I will actually be happy. I will be happy when watching the series if it's good and I enjoy it. And as soon as I turn it off, I'm just gonna be like, what was I doing? Why did I do that? I wasted my time. It's gonna depress me immediately because I know I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. That's what brings me peace. If it brings you happiness fast, it's probably not good. If there's no conflict between you and a goal, then it's not really worth even doing. And something's suffering. Whether it's you, her, or the goal itself. If there's no conflict between you and your dream, something's suffering. You're probably suffering. Your growth is probably suffering. Your integrity is probably suffering. If you're just skyrocketing to the top, something's suffering. I don't believe you just skyrocket to the top easily. You've done something against your integrity, against your morals, or against your growth in general as a person. You did something that would disrupt your peace. For sure. For sure. When you see these people living certain lives, and it seems like it's just easy, like everything's just going in their way, everything's just going their way. Okay. They did something to get there. It's not that easy. When you see someone go to the gym and then just pack on all this muscle out of nowhere, okay, they're taking steroids. Nothing's worth having is easy. It's not easy. If you see someone just getting shit easy, money, everything, anything, and it just goes from 0 to 100, they've done something that is against their integrity, against their morals, against something. They've paid something to get that. It doesn't just fall in your lap. They've done, like I said with the happiness, there's quality happiness, there's quality growth. There's quality growth, not just growth. Not all growth is good growth. There's morals to this shit. There's this one anime character, yeah. I'm gonna use her as an example. If you guys watch Hunter x Hunter, yeah, then you watched it. If you haven't watched it, then whatever, just listen. Just open your ears, okay? In Hunter x Hunter, yeah, Killua has the sister. If you haven't watched it, if you haven't finished it, I'm sorry, okay? You should have finished it by now. Killua has a sister, right? And his sister, she has the most overpowered, like she's too OP, like she's got the maddest power, right? Basically, her power is anything that you want anything you want ever, she can grant, but whatever you ask for, you must pay back, right? Basically, there's more to it than that, but just for the point of the video, I'm just gonna go with that. So you could ask her for, I want to be rich, right? And she can make you rich, but eventually you have to pay a price that is more than that. Like, you might ask to be rich, then 10 people die. Whatever you obtain, you must pay for in some way. Not necessarily, it may not be time, it may not be money, it may be your integrity, it may be your soul, it may be your morals. It may something. You have to pay some way. Some of these girls go into Dubai becoming toilets for money, bro. How are you a toilet? How are you a human a toilet? How can you shapeshift into a toilet for bread? That's my point. Stop chasing happiness. Because if you chase happiness, it will lead you to certain places you don't want to be. This is my opinion. To obtain peace, you usually have to get rid of negative things and introduce positive things to obtain peace. To obtain happiness fast, you usually have to get rid of positive things and obtain negative things fast. To obtain happiness fast, you might have to get rid of your habit of going in a run in the morning, start having a drink in the morning instead. You might feel better with a drink. You might feel better with a shot of vodka instead of going on your run. But that isn't, you know what I'm trying to say? That's not positive. To obtain peace, instead of going on your phone, you need to open a book. You need to meditate in the morning. You see the difference? It takes positive actions to obtain peace. It takes negative actions to obtain happiness fast. I can't think of any way to obtain happiness fast that is positive. If you eat healthily, you're not going to feel happy about it fast. If you go to the gym, you're not going to feel happy about it fast. If you start learning something new, you're not going to feel happy about it fast. The things that can make you feel happy fast are always negative. You can do drugs, feel happy fast. You can do this, you can do that. Do what you need to do every day to be at peace with yourself. Because when you look in the mirror, no one else is there. It's just you. You can't lie to yourself. I said this multiple times. You can't lie to yourself. You know whether you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know whether you're lying to yourself about that person or that thing that you're doing. You know if you're being the best version of yourself. You know if you're being honest. You know if you're living with integrity. You know if you're living righteously. Whether you're religious or not, try and live righteously. Try to do right by others. If you do that, you'll be at peace with yourself and be at peace with your soul. Peace.